up, guys? So today I have a story that you're probably going to like, but for me, no, this was not a good time to be Clancy Burke. This was a very bad time, actually, and I did not tell anybody about this when it was happening because I just was like too painful to talk about. No, oh my God, it's so funny. Side note, if you guys know, I'm a TV news reporter, so I always have like a microphone here. So touching that right here, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, my microphone. I know not to touch it because then it would mess up my sound. Obviously, though, I don't use a microphone for this. That was just a weird thing. Okay. But yeah, this was actually a really, like, on a serious note, like, how much does that suck? Not only to get half your eyebrow waxed off and to get your eyebrows just ruined in general, but to know that the very next day you have to, you know, go on camera on live television and have everyone see what a freak you look like. So as of right now, my eyebrows actually grew back. So it took about a good month and a half maybe, for them to grow back. I do have fast growing hair though. And I will tell you why this was actually a good thing. This was, I'm not kidding, probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I never thought I would say that, but I truly, truly mean it. Like, I am so grateful that this happened. Let's get into the story. One of the worst days of my life. Just kidding, that's dramatic. It was not, but it was bad. It was bad. Let's be real here. It was bad. So, you know, I noticed my eyebrows needed a little bit of waxing, so I decided to call up Ulta, as I do every time my eyebrows need waxing. I've been going to this one place since I moved here to Dayton, Ohio, and I never even asked for a specific person because up until now, they just all have just done such a great job. And the ironic thing, the day that I got my eyebrows ruined, I was on the phone with my mom and I told her that exact thing. I remember saying, I'm getting my eyebrows done today. And she asked if I had a specific person and I literally said, no, they all do such a good job. And the weirdest thing though is that this woman who did this, I've had her before and she didn't ruin them before. So I don't know what the heck, if it was just a weird mistake. Okay, so I get there, I'm hyped, because nothing's better than like the day you get your eyebrows done. Not the first 30 minutes though, because it's all like red and I look like a freak. Oh my gosh. But after that, the day after at least, oh my gosh, it's like on fleek. So I was hyped out of my mind. I arrived, said hi to this woman who I realized I had before. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And she's doing her thing, and I noticed that it was hurting, which I've been getting my eyebrows done for so many years that it doesn't hurt at all. It's actually a really pleasurable experience because the hairs are, you know, so used to being plucked out and whatnot. Like, it doesn't hurt after a while. I do remember when I first started plucking my eyebrows and whatnot, it was like agonizing. It was just so funny to think about. I remember having a tweezer and like wanting to cry because it hurt so much and taking ice cubes to like numb it, because I read that. I think I read it from like Michelle Phan, TBT. And it hurt a lot because the hairs had never been removed, you know what I mean? So I was like, why is this hurting? Okay, the reason it was hurting is because she was removing hairs that had never been removed. And, you know, I decided, you know, put my trust in her, put my faith in her. So at the end of her plucking marathon, if we want to call it that, she hands me a mirror. They always hand you the mirror so you can see the product. I hate when they hand it to me because it's just awkward. I'm just like, yep, thank you. And it's always a good job. It's always fine. Like I said, I've never had a problem. So she hands you the mirror. And guys, like, when I looked in the mirror, I was genuinely like stunned to the point where I was just like, what? I'll never forget it. Like, it was just like, what did you do? Like, that was my first thought. My second thought is I am so like polite, and I feel like if someone could wax my eyebrows completely off and I wouldn't even say a word. So yeah, I didn't want to make her feel bad or anything like that, and I was just polite. And I just said, oh, perfect, thank you. And I was just like, what the? And you go to a separate place to pay and you rate them, like on the screen, it comes up how likely would you to use this service. And guys, like, I was in like literal shock. I was in such shock that I remember I rated her 5 stars out of 5 stars and wrote, I would be very likely to return again. I'm like very like crazy about like reviewing people and whatnot. Like, I never ever want like to say something mean about someone, but like, okay, inserting a picture here of what my eyebrows looked like, I should have rated her not 5 stars. Okay, they were literally like just like little like worms. I don't even know how to describe it, but it made me realize how, you know, important eyebrows are to your face. It made my whole face look so different. My face looked different. So a backstory about me is I never ever really filled in my eyebrows. Like I would kind of put like a little powder on them, but I never really did anything with them. I've always had naturally like thicker eyebrows kind of ish, and I never like just took the time to even figure out how to do it. When I got home that night, it was like evening, you know, whatever. I was like, I need to do something about this. Like, I literally felt like I couldn't go to work like this. Obviously, I'm freaking out. I'm literally typing on YouTube, how to fill in eyebrows. And let me tell you something. The next day, my eyebrows looked terrible. I didn't understand how to fill in eyebrows, and I didn't get it. And I also didn't get how to, like, extend your eyebrow, because this eyebrow is naturally, doesn't go as much to my nose as this one, you know what I mean? Naturally like less long, I guess you could say. I didn't get the concept of extending, so I just like went over what the woman did with darker eyebrow stuff. It made no sense. Like I wasn't doing anything other than making her disgustingness darker. So yeah, it was dumb. And I had a lot of trial and error for a couple of weeks where I look back on footage and pictures from those weeks and I'm like, oh my gosh, you look terrible. Your eyebrows are terrible. What the heck? And then all of a sudden I just started getting into it and it clicked. And thanks to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in soft brown, I have just like fallen in love with doing my eyebrows. It's just literally like just changed me. I mean, if you guys are interested in a tutorial, I can definitely do one. I know I'm not like a makeup channel or anything right now, but hey, if you guys need help, like I think I could help you out. I mean, it's kind of the blind leading the blind in a way. I'm not an expert, but hopefully is anyway. But yeah, and that's why I'm grateful that this happened in the first place. If my eyebrows never got waxed off and I didn't look like a freak for a couple of weeks, I would have just been like in like the, because what I had before wasn't like it was great. It was just like, okay, like whatever, you look like a normal human, but your eyebrows don't really look like anything. But now I'm really getting into it, and so I am grateful. So the next time that I booked with Ulta, I specifically asked like, can you book me with someone? Like I said, anyone. And then I listened for the name because I know the person who did it, who literally waxed my eyebrows off, and she said a name that wasn't that woman. Went with this girl, this new girl. She is phenomenal. The next time I called, I just went the other day, I booked it with just her. I'm never like that. Even with my hair, I just have such like low standard. I don't know. I just never care. I'm like, whoever, just do it, whatever. Now I only book with this one girl who is thebomb.com, and I am so grateful for her. I also want to say, if you are in a similar boat, I mean, you might have, obviously a lot of you are subscribed to me, that's why you click this, but you know, later on, if you guys are typing into YouTube what to do if you get your eyebrows waxed off and you stumble upon this video, let me tell you something, they grow back. So, because I literally was Googling what to do if you get your eyebrows waxed off. Like, I was looking for someone to, like, tell me this. I'm telling you, they grow back. For now, you know what? Have fun and experiment. I didn't think this as someone who literally didn't know how to do her eyebrows. You can, like, do a lot with this stuff. I mean, it doesn't even have to be I personally like the pomade. I do. But, you know, a pencil, you can do a lot with it. You have to practice, and it's not going to be perfect in the beginning, but you are going to get through it, girl, all right? Let me tell you that. You're going to get through it. It sucks. It sucks in the beginning, and also they grow back. I mean, it took about a month, and when I read a month, I was like, I can't go a month looking like this. I can't go 4 weeks. I can't go 120 days. Math, gotta love it. But I did. You do it. You just do it. Because it's the only choice you have. And it's really not that bad. It's really not that serious. I'll never forget the next day, to make matters even worse, my actual, like, the areas that she waxed off were in pain. I can't stress, like, eyebrows are obviously the most unpainful thing ever to get, like, waxed. Like, it's not a thing. I remember literally working the next day and just feeling like a freak of nature, so ugly and disgusting, and just being like all these stinging, like prickly feelings on my eyebrows, and just, it was a reminder of how ugly I looked. That's pretty much my story time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope maybe it helped you out, gave you a laugh, showed you how unfortunate my life was. I think it's funny that I didn't even tell anyone. Like, I was literally just like, I'm not bringing attention to this. I don't feel like talking about it. I'm actually really mad. Like, even when I think about it, like, I'm mad. Like, I'm like, why did you wax my eyebrows off? I don't get it. Like, there's no way you could have ever thought that looked good. Like, you guys know my eyebrows before. They weren't that thin. What? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already following my social media, I will have my links down below where I post my life. If you had been following my social media, actually, you know, you would have known about this already, and you could even go back and see some more disgusting videos and pictures, because I still had to work and do my stuff during this incident. Or throughout this incident, rather. Alright. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.